Okay, back for another Ikoria draft. Got my coffee. Had my breakfast. Show me something good. My last game, I essentially forced a cycling deck, and that didn't work out super well for me. I just had some real bad picks early. Real bad picks where Will the All Hunter was my first pick. Thing got a little too blinded because blue looked like it was really open, but did it anyway, and I'm going to try not to do it this time. Okay. So now there is this gem razor. Pretty good. When it mutates, it destroys an artifact. You can get things out from under an artifact. There's a 1-mana cycler. There's a good card for the cycling deck. There's another good mutator. I think in this pack it is going to be the gem razor. This is a good mutator. This is a good card to have in the mutating deck. Farfinder's good. Rugged Highlands is good. There's plenty of good pickups in this pack on the wheel. And I'll try to see if I can get some of this to come back around. Now, I've tried to do this before, but... So there's a Blood Curdle. So I think I gotta take Blood Curdle. I really would like Boon, and Black-Blue is a good mutate color, but Green-Blue is a good mutate color, but Black-Green is also a pretty good mutate color. I don't mind ending up in Sultai, and Blood Curdle is just so strong. Much better than Pacifism. I want to make sure. I think that is going to be the pick. I'm seeing a lot of blue here, so I'll be able to get a good idea of what wheels. I don't expect Space Godzilla to wheel, but something big like this in a Reanimator deck could be nice. Green decks. Okay, so now here's a Essence Symbiote. If we do end up with Mutate, I really like having one of these. Dire Tactics is definitely good. Definitely good, but with and it works well with Blood Curdle as well. So, do I want to take Essence Symbiote to go with my rare? Or do I want to take Dire Tactics to maybe break into a Humans deck? I think I'm going to really miss the symbiote, but I'll also miss Dire Tactics. This will not go with the green with Humans, though. I think I'm going to go with the symbiote. And not punish... Oh, man. Another Blood Curdle. Well, I really want this Gnar, but there's another Blood Curdle. Maybe I'm supposed to take the Gnar or the Mystic Subdual. But I definitely wouldn't mind being... moving into Humans if it stays open like it looks like it is here. So I am taking Blood Curdle here. Okay, now there's a Mole. I don't think I want to grab this Reflection here. Checkpoint Officer is a human. Mole is pretty good. It might even work with some reanimation synergies. Thornwood Falls opens up possibilities to get some blue in our Mutate deck. I think I like that, actually. Mole's a good card, but I'm really expecting to see some good blue Mutate opportunities. Oh, wow. Here's a Snare Tactician and another Reflection. Shoot, do I try to take one of these now? I don't think so. I think I'm moving in a pretty good direction here. These are pretty strong signals for cycling, though. Could have had 2 Reflections and a Snare Tactician already, and a bunch of 1-mana cyclers. So what am I taking over it? I could take a deadweight to go with some of this black. I could take the mole. Which would I prefer to have? The deadweight or try to move into maybe... I think I'm going to go with the deadweight. Okay, now am I being too late to jump in on this? Sanctuary Smasher. No, not Sanctuary Smasher. Divine Arrow could be splashable. Pterodon is not terrible. Actually, Cloud Pierce is a mutate card. Okay, seen some humans come around. Could I go red-green mutate? Maybe I take the Night Squad Commando because I've already got some black here. Okay, now there's a Bushmeat Poacher. But there's also a Humble Naturalist. I'd like both of these lands, but right now, Naturalist looks pretty solid to me. Oh my gosh, Boon Wield? Well, I'm taking Boon. Mardu land. Let's see. This could be red. This doesn't have blue in it, but it has black. It helps with a red splash potentially. I think I take Memory Leak. So we're looking at black-green, and I would like to play this Boon. And I'm also going to take some... I wouldn't mind taking some black cards because humans may be just open. Even though I think this is a pretty good start to a black-green mutate deck. Possibly Sultai. Okay. So now it's a Deadeye. I definitely don't mind a Deadeye. And here's another card for a human style. Shredded Sails. I could play that if I ended up getting some getting some more red. And a Leosaur. I'll be playing that. Okay, so now there's a Luris, but there's also an Archipelagore, and there's also a Trumpeting Gnar. Oh my gosh, what? Well, I can't do this right now. I don't think it's worth it to dump everything that I have. Most of my stuff is bigger. Archipelagore is excellent, but it's also on the splash color. Grim Dancer is really good on its own, and Trumpeting Gnar is very good. Ram Through? Wow, oof. This is such a powerful pack. I think, given the Thornwood Falls and the Humble Naturalist, I should go Archipelagore. Wow, that was... Oh my gosh, another one? Mardu Ultimatum. Not going to be able to make that one work. There's an Essence Symbiote in the pack. There's also a Dreamtail Heron, which I really like. We currently have 1, 2... I want this Essence Symbiote. But do I want it over Archipelagore or Dreamtail Heron? I think I want other Archipelagore. We have some... That's a pretty good blue requirements here. But I think I'm going to take it. Now there's Space Godzilla and the Dreamtail Heron. There's also a Rumbling Rock Slide for removal. A black-red land. Migration Path could be okay, but I think it's Heron here. Now I need to try to work on some fixing. A Ram Through. I would like this Heron. Wouldn't mind this Otter. Still lots of cycling cards here, but definitely Ram Through here. We're actually a little light on the green. Okay. Decent target for Mutate right here. I wouldn't mind just getting the Otter because of the Archipelagore, or we're a little light in the 3-drop slot. But maybe Ivy Elemental's the right move. It makes a gigantic mutate creature, and also gets added to by Humble Naturalist over Thieving Otter. I think I'll grab Thieving Otter. We have ways to push it through a little bit. Fertilid is excellent, so that'll kind of lock up some of our mana. It's also a great mutate target. Okay. It looks like it's drying up a little bit here. A lot of white, but nothing I want. Do I take Adventurous Impulse? Now an Essence Scatter is excellent. Another Ram Through, or the Honey Mammoth. I think it's Ram Through. So now we've pretty good on removal. Wow, Essence Symbiote Wield. That's beautiful. So now we've got some pretty solid fixing. Fertilid, Night Squad doesn't look like it's making it right now. So it looks to me like black is actually the splash. Memory Leak is a Cycler. Deadeye could be good. It's not going to be a mutate target, but I don't think we're going to be hurting for mutate targets. So now we've moved into possibly able to play this boon. Deadweight on the splash. Questionable. Deadweight is fine, but it's not super impactful in this format. Cloud Piercer is probably not going to make it. We have not seen a lot of good red. I don't think it's worth a splash as the only red card we have. And then as I say that, I get Bloodfell Caves, but do I just go Space Godzilla here? It's still not too late to grab a reanimation target, and this could give Death Touch to something, but maybe it's just this. I'm probably not going to be playing any of these, so I'll take the land. Sudden Spinnerets is okay, actually, as a trick. A lot of people don't expect it. Alright, so pack 3, show me something cool. Oh, yes. Okay. So coming back around, plenty of cards that I would want to take here. Probably not going to wheel. Wheeled last time. Would not mind a Greater Sandworm. Could even do a Survivor's Bond. Would happily take a Dismal Backwater. So we have a lot of good hits. And Kogla is excellent here. We have a Humble Naturalist. Potentially we're playing this Deadeye. So we actually have some humans to give it a little bit of a kick. But Kogla it is. Flame Spill. Flame Spill is good. I don't think I'm hurting for removal, so now do I want Humble Naturalist or do I want Migratory Greathorn? In the 2-drop slot, I'm actually not too bad. I think I would like some more creatures and mutate triggers, so I think I'm going to take Greathorn. Essence Scatter would be nice, but I think I need some more bodies, so I'm going to take the Greathorn. Fire Prophecy off the splash now. Actually, no. Bonder's Enclave in this deck is good. We're going to be mutating onto bigger creatures. The Deadeye is a 4/4. The Gemraze is a 4/4. We have some big bodies. I think Enclave is where I want to be. Our splash doesn't look too difficult. Now there's just an Easy Prey. In black, that's our splash color. Probably don't need the Sands. Thornwood Falls is still excellent. I think I take Easy Prey. I'm not going to be playing any of these other cards. Okay, Honey Mammoth, a good pickup. Not our colors. Could splash for black, but I don't really care about that. I would like to have a couple big bodies here. One Honey Mammoth is probably good for me. 1-mana Cycler, Bushmeat Poacher with some of these big bodies is pretty nice. It's also a human for Kogla. So we're looking at, I think Deadweight is definitely questionable. Cloud Piercer, I think that's probably not going to happen as I get another Cloud Piercer. What do I take over this Cloud Piercer, though? Do I go 4 colors? I have a Naturalist. I have a Fertilid. I don't need white or red. I guess I'm taking... Oh no, I could take Frostlinks for blue. That's just a fine card. Another Naturalist or a Fertilid. I think Fertilid, because most of our stuff is creatures here. I think a Naturalist is a good pick. We've got a couple big creatures and some heavy costed creatures. It's also just a good defensive early play. Oh my gosh, Grim Dancer came back. Alright. Oh, but that's a double black. We're kind of looking at splashing. Do I go Survivor's Bond over Grim Dancer? Oh man, this is tough. I want to play that Grim Dancer. Okay. Good for mutating, but I think Essence Scatter is more my speed. Now with blue, Glimmerbell is a good 2-drop. Night Squad Commando is a thing. Wow, so now... Well, I'm not playing Bloodfell Caves because I'm not doing black. Blossoming Sands doesn't do it. Startling Development is a good 1-mana cycler. But I think I would drop that pretty quickly. Sudden Spinnerets looks like it's out. Bushmeat is probably out. So I'll probably even take out Startling Development here. I think creature-wise, I gotta make a couple cuts here. I have a lot of creatures, so Adventurous Impulse might be fine. But I think I start with it out. So we're definitely playing all of these and this. I think Deadeye is probably least needed here. Poacher can be nice just because if something's gonna die, I can sacrifice it and gain like 6-7 life off of it. Otter is good. Grim Dancer is really questionable. I want to have green. There's a lot of 1-mana cyclers here. I have good cards to get to, certainly. I have a good amount of removal. These are all excellent targets to mutate onto. Frostlinks is a good target, but it's the weakest of the 3. But I have some excellent early drops. Glimmerbell can give flying to something if we can make that happen. Do I have any 3-drops that would replace Grim Dancer? The double blue splash on turn 3 is tough, but I do have 2 Naturalists. But this mana base is split even right now. I think I want to run all my lands. So this is 17, it's probably what I want, especially if I'm running Enclave. I think the cuts have to come from lower. So base blue-green. I think I take out Easy Prey, actually, with the Essence Scatters, which I'd rather have. I have 2 Ramthurs, I have 2 Blood Curdles, they're in a deck that can make good use of them. So now one more cut out of this. I don't want to drop a land, so I think Grim Dancer is really just an iffy keep. I think I could really smooth this deck out by probably just putting back this Easy Prey or this Deadweight, taking out Grim Dancer and the Poacher. Grim Dancer's a good card. I think I should do that. Poacher's not bad to keep, but we have like good early game. Maybe I just take out Poacher and put in Memory Leak. It's a good card to have. It's easy on the splash. We can play it sometimes, and I don't really have to rely on it. Fertilid's good to go get a black land. I think playing black cards is going to be somewhat difficult for this deck. So in that case, I go... That's unfortunate. I really want to play this Grim Dancer. I just don't see it happening. Black is supposed to be our splash, certainly. And I mean, the Humble Naturalists definitely make it easier to cast a black creature, but I'm really looking to cast these double Blood Curdles. Now the question is, do I take a Memory Leak, or do I do maybe Adventurous Impulse? I think Memory Leak over Adventurous Impulse is going to be Memory Leak. I have some big creatures to try to get to here. I think this looks pretty good. Try this out. Oop, wrong spot. Alright, I'm going to try this out. It's possible I am supposed to drop a land with the double Naturalist and Fertilid, but I kind of want to just keep marching towards my large spells. If I can hit Boon, I feel pretty good about it. I could try to go up a black land. The Thornwood Falls is making it easier for me to hit those green and blue lands. Okay, I think this looks great to me. I go Thieving Otter and then try to use this Trample to get a hit with it. Of course I want to say hello. I can try to march towards my Boon. Ugh. Alright, we get our black land first try. I don't mind just kind of marching towards Boon here because I have a couple plays scripted out. Man, I hate when my opponent has 1-drops. I can pretty easily take this out with things though. I have a tap land. I don't think I want to cycle Boon. Okay. So now I'm definitely going to hold on to the Boon. We can potentially hold up. Be possibly holding up Essence Scatter. So we got a bit of a slow start here, but I think we get pretty powerful once we start going. White means we should be looking out for pacifisms, which is great. Okay, I'm happy with the crystal. Glimmerbell, I wish you had showed up a turn earlier. So we go Thieving Otter, and then try to make Trample happen. We'll see if opponent attacks here. If they do attack, I could just go... I could just cast... I could just cast the Trampler. I can then try to mutate onto it with something if it gets caught. We have Archipelago to jump on top of something big. So it looks like Thieving Otter is going to take a hit here. I don't think I want to go Glimmerbell. I wouldn't mind going the Saurus. So we're not blocking if they attack. No. Okay. Let's see, I would hate for them to just pass here. Okay, Boneyard Lurker. So now it looks like mutating onto this isn't going to do too much for me. I could just mutate on and then plan to ram through. That would be my only guy that can take care of that, though. It's a little bit of a predicament they've put me in. I can attack with Thieving Otter and ram through, but I feel like that's that's just not the correct move. I could mutate onto this and destroy their crystal. And then I could go ram through and Glimmerbell. Maybe I do that. It's possible they try to... It's possible they want to try to get some ramp out of this. Okay. And I think I pass here. I don't block Brushwag, unfortunately, so I could be getting hit here for 8 if that's what they wanted to try to do. If I draw a land, they're going to attack with both, I think. Yeah, okay, so they just attack with Brushwag. I'm not going to block. If they dump their mana into it, they don't have a play this turn. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, wow. Alright. So now I can ram through. Okay, so now we even got Kogla. So I can Glimmerbell and ram through, and I can block Brushwag with Glimmerbell to make them try to pump again. I can attack and draw a card. So anything I get, I'm not gonna be able to play a black card because the only black I have is oh man. Shoot, that's unfortunate. I could have trampled over and hit and drawn a card here. So I hit, I draw a card. It is a land that is pretty good. Now I go Glimmerbell. I block with this Glimmerbell if they attack, and force them to use all their mana unless they want to burn a removal spell on Glimmerbell. One land gets me Kogla, a green land gets me Kogla, a blue land gets me Boon, any land gets me Archipelagore onto Glimmerbell. Okay, so they have a Starix. That's bad. Kogla can fight that, and I think I'd be fine with that. Wow. Wow, they just lost so many good cards. If they attack... I think I let them hit me, and then I go Glimmerbell. Starix on Glimmerbell. So I'm getting a little low here. Oh my gosh, another Brushwag. That's actually very bad. Now what do I need to do here? I need to draw a green land, basically. Though I could block the Wag and just play the Migratory Greathorn. So let's do that and try to draw the land here. Didn't draw the land. So I can... They can only... Oh man, they can pump this... With one more land, they can pump this twice, which means I'm pretty much dead. So... I try to go Greathorn. I just cast a Greathorn. How about I cycle Memory Leak, if that's what I'm going to do. I'll hold up the one black. Maybe I get Blood Curdle. Okay. Ram Through is actually good here. I think I need to ram through this Brushwag. I can actually ram through the Brushwag and draw a card. But then I have to block this. I could get a land. Okay. Humble Naturalist is actually fine. I can block with everything now. On Starix. I now have enough mana to cast Kogla and kill it next turn. Do they mutate again? I think so. It's a suspiciously long amount of time to hover. But if we take out this Starix, I think we're kind of in the clear. Shoot. Maybe I just block with just Glimmerbell, knowing I can take it out with Kogla. I think that's what I'm going to do. They could be holding up a trick here. So I just do this. Oh my gosh! I totally forgot about that. Do they have enough... Oh! Oops. No! Wow! Oh! I cannot believe I forgot about that. Yeah, so... I mean, I had that there. I just had to block with the Glimmerbell and the... Oh, man. Wow. Wow, that... Ah! So dumb. So bad. Man, that was just a bad play. Man, that's so unfortunate. Okay, you know, I have had the opponent forget about my Brushwag underneath the big creature, and I got him with it, and they got me there. So, I guess it comes around, I just gotta be better than that. Wow. I think that game was very winnable next turn. Yeah, that was just a full-on mistake. I go first. I can cycle this Leak. I have a Migratory Greathorn. I think I'm going to keep. I'll play green. Pass turn. I get 2 draws to draw either a green creature or a blue land. Okay, Kogla is not what I was looking for. There's a black. Also not what I was looking for. Okay. And there's a Fertilid. That's excellent. Fertilid goes to get a blue. Let's see what they play here. I can just mutate onto it and get the blue, actually. Okay. So unfortunately, they could have a Flame Spill here. That could be an issue for me. I think I like the Migratory Greathorn play. Try to go get blue. Hopefully they don't try to Flame Spill this. Or, good. Fire Prophecy. Now a big creature. It's bigger than any removal I can think of right now that would take it out. Next turn, I can crack this and hold up an Essence Scatter. So I think I definitely attack. Okay, that's fine. That's a card in your hand that you spent on thwart the enemy, so I'm okay with that. Okay, so now I have an island. I'm not near Kogla yet. I think I play a Symbiote, attack, and then hold up Essence Scatter. Okay. I think I will scatter that. They've spent all their mana on it, and I have 2 scatters. I'm not doing anything with the mana anyway. Adventurous Impulse. That's a good card with Pyroceratops. Oh, well, I'm going to scatter that. They can play that this coming turn. I've almost got enough for Boon. I can attack and then crack and then hold up Essence Scatter. I'm not going to be blocking with either of them. I go get a green for Kogla. Beautiful. Our opponent's probably pretty upset right about now. Another adventure. Oh man, that Adventurous Impulse. I kind of like this combo. This Adventurous Impulse and Pyroceratops. That's not terrible. I mean, obviously Pyroceratops is like a green-blue. Sorry, blockers, passive damage. I will crack this. Are they dead next turn? Yes, they are, because I go get a blue and I go get an Archipelagore. Oh, not a blue. Doesn't matter, I win anyway. Oh, me. Yeah. Well, I should have got a forest there, obviously, but I mean, I knew the turn before I was winning anyway, so it didn't really matter. So that went well, but I think our opponent made... I think what our opponent tried to do there was... I definitely respect the Adventurous Impulse Pyroceratops play. That was a little creative. Their deck was clearly built around that Quartzwood Crasher. They had 2 Pyroceratops in a non-red-blue deck, so they picked it for Trample. Here I go. So opponent's on the play. I have my black. This looks great, actually. A little low on lands, but I can mutate with any land, and there it is. Say hello. Yeah, this was like a great hand. And our opponent hasn't done anything, and we're drawing lands. We can hold this swamp, so they don't expect any kind of black removal spells. Vertilid is fine. I will mutate to get a... I think a blue... Oh, well, I think Essence Scatter is probably good to hold up for later. So I can go here. I mutate to make a big creature. Gain a little bit of life. I will go get... I actually have the double blue already for Boon. So I go get a forest. And then I attack. Now I can hold up a scatter. Unless they play something dangerous. In green-white, I'm not sure what that's going to be. This gets past a... Okay, it's an Essence Symbiote. Pacifism? No. So Pacifism, we have our Gem Razor that can do something about that. So now... Next turn, I could Dreamtail and Essence Scatter. So let's put down Swamp in case we want to keep a Blood Curdle option open. and attack, knowing that we can counter a big creature, and we're ahead in this race here. Okay. Maybe if they play something big, I just Blood Curdle it, so then I can Heron and Essence Scatter next turn. But that means putting Heron on this. That's kind of going a little too deep. They gain 4 life, but I take out 2 creatures. They actually gain 6 life, and but I can take out 2 creatures and make it evasive. Fertilid's a good target. Do I want to Essence Scatter? I think I'll let this resolve and take out 2 creatures. This is I'm not sure. They're gaining quite a lot off of it. But maybe they both attack. They both attack. Okay. So now in this case, I hit this guy, put a menace counter. Now I'm still more or less ahead here. So now with Kogla, I don't think I mind mutating to make this an even bigger, more evasive threat. Or actually, if I hard cast it, I can't keep up Essence Scatter, which I definitely want to do in this situation. I draw a card, which is good. They have to remove it, but then I have Kogla. And it gets me another land. And I gain 2 life. Okay, I'm going to go for it. If I was going to mutate this, how would it tap me? I'm going to mutate. So I'm going in a little heavy, but they're not playing... They're not playing black. I will get a green, I think. I don't need a second black. And I got a black anyway. Now I hit them pretty hard. I scatter their next big play. Gem Razor frees this from something, but also just kind of piles on. Okay, so I made a mistake. They have Kogla. Ugh. So now their Kogla... Well, no, if I play my Kogla... Yeah, actually. So now I can play Kogla and ram through at the same time in the same turn. I can also counter Kogla, which I think I would rather do. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, so I do this, and then I keep up Essence Scatter. Oh no, don't have something, man. Thanks. Maybe I can still thanks. Alright, nope. Alright, now I Essence Scatter their Kogla, if they can play it. That's fine. If they can pacify this or something. This guy doesn't have trample. I think I ram through right now anyway. Knowing I have Blood Curdle up. Now I've got to put them on a 2-turn clock. Ah, never mind. Second ram through. So now I can do this and hold up Essence Scatter and hold up Blood Curdle. Seems like a... Oh no. I can't. So I go here, and then I go here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm holding up Ram through and Essence Scatter. I can't think of anything that's going to get me right now. One of their things is Kogla. It seems there are some stops, but they need to cast that Kogla, and I think they're about to. And we win the game. Alright. Good game. Oh, sorry, friend. I hope you saw that. I always want to give the good game when the opponent gives you the good game. Because I think that was a pretty good game. We just played it pretty well. Nice, we got some stuff. Alright, so first game was, I think, certainly winnable, and we just made a mistake. Certainly winnable, and we made a mistake, so that's unfortunate that we have one loss under our belt, but not unreasonable. I still think this is a pretty good deck. Now we have Essence Symbiote into Essence Symbiote, or into our Gem Razor here. I'm going to keep. Opponent goes first. Blood Curdle is not going to work with this hand, unfortunately. We do not have the black yet. But we do have a removal spell on board and several ways to get the land. Coil Bug. Could be looking at humans. Memory Leak. So now I can go Gem Razor. No blocks. This gets it out of range. Uh-oh. They could have they could have Heartless Act. That would really mess up mutating onto it. If I draw a black land, maybe I cast Memory Leak. Okay, Lava Brink Venturer. Gem Razor is going to be even. Blood Curdle's also even. Actually, all of our removal is even, including Kogla. Odd. Really? That's an incorrect. That's the wrong play, my friend. Okay. Oh shoot! I don't have a second. I don't have a second green. So in this case, I do go here. Cycle. Got a swamp now. Play the other symbiote. So fortunately we're going to get hit here for a bit. And I think getting Lava Brink Venture with the Blood Curdle is a pretty good move. But we are getting hit for a good amount, which is bad. Okay, now I have two things I need to hit. Discard the card. Oh man, what do I discard here? Can't do the swamp. Archipelagore is pretty far off. I think it's Archipelagore. Maybe I have to cycle Boon. Oh, this is bad. Do I block with both? No, now I think I have to just kill Cavern Whisper. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why did I do that? Alright, well I was so excited to get my green land there. I think I just cast this. And then try to trade with Cavern Whisper, potentially. I'm now not too far off from casting Boon. Now, I think I mutated onto one of my guys. I get a 5-power creature. Gets that out of the way of Divine Arrow. It's actually really big. Do I attack with it? I get hit on the crackback for quite a bit. But then I can Blood Curdle. I think I stay back and make them use removal on it. And then Blood Curdle. Oh man. I might even just get hit by it and then Blood Curdle it so I can maintain my Essence Symbiote. Checkpoint Officer now. Also, I'm going to have to get that. Okay, so they don't do anything. Okay, so now I have Boon up. I think I attack and try to blow out a double block. Actually, they could have the indestructible effect, in which case I would lose my guy and they would not lose their guy. So how about I Blood Curdle first and try to put it on the Saurus? Try to take out Cavern Whisper, see if they have the effect. Okay. Menace counter on the guy here. I can attack with this one. They would have to block with both to stop it. They take it. Now I have Boon up next turn. They're going to need to keep up this white mana to tap this down, unless they play something. This has a counter on it. Heartless Act doesn't work. That's pretty fine. They have to block with both their 3/3s now they don't have their white mana up. So unless I draw something here, it's going to be a Boon turn. Okay, Fertilid is fine. But I think I'd rather get Boon. They're going to tap me down and then hit for a 6 probably. But then I can try to mutate onto something. So I think it's Boon here. If I attack, they go 1/2. They lose both their guys and I draw 6 cards. Is that worth it to me? It has Menace. If they lose both, they would have to block exactly like that, and they're going to tap this down anyway. And I draw 4 cards. That's an interesting choice for me. They'd be out of cards, and I would have a full grip again, and then a Fertilid to play. They'd lose their big guys. I think I'm actually going to do that. See if they block, because they're going to tap it regardless. It's not going to be in the conversation. We're checking to see if it has anything. They would expect the trick, I'm sure. Okay. So now they can get in with a little extra damage, but I wasn't going to block anyway. So we tricked them there. Draw 4. Archipelagore looks pretty good. Can actually tap down most of their guys. Or I could just put it here and have a pretty big beater. See what they do. I can... So now with Archipelagore, we're not too far off. It can't interact with this adventurer, which is actually awesome. Opponent may be dead here. Okay, now there's an Essence Scatter, so I have 6 mana. If I do this, I won't be able to hold up Essence Scatter. They're going to tap this down this turn. But I could tap it and it would not be able to untap next turn. I could just cast the Archipelago. I think I'm okay. I think I wouldn't mind doing that. It's just another, it's just a huge body. And then I can do Essence Scatter and Fertilid next turn. They're letting me attack here. They're not going to be able to kill me next turn. They could Blood Curdle, but if they were going to Blood Curdle, they'd do it. I think I attack here. They could block and also hit me with a Divine Arrow. Oh, if they do that, I have Trample, buddy. Okay, so now I'm thinking some kind of trick here. Could be the Indestructible trick. If that's the case, I still get both. I still get one of them. Okay. Now what are they going to hit me with? Double Fumes or something? Deadeye. Okay. Okay. So now I have Essence Scatter and Fertilid up. Okay, they choose not to tap me down, which means they're going to have a hard time swinging through. This guy has protection from Archipelago. Really want to get the next turn. There looks like they're eyeing their Coil Bug here, which is pretty good for me. Another Checkpoint Officer. I need some bodies now. Okay, double Essence Scatter with my double blue is excellent. So I can go Forest, Fertilid, counter anything they play, and block this Deadeye. This guy doesn't help if this guy attacks because they have Adventurer. They don't have the white land to do a Checkpoint Officer twice, so I'm still fine to do Fertilid on the Deadeye. Not going to get a land. Okay, Bonder's Enclave now is a really strong position. I can do this and still hold up Enclave. And still hold up Essence Scatter. So I go 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to be able to cast Kogla anyway. 1, 2, 3, and this, and then I have 5. I think I like that. And I get a Frostlinks. So Frostlinks can tap this down. It even lets me hold up an Essence Scatter. But then they'd be able to do this. They won't untap on their next turn, so they would need to invest that white mana. Oh no, never mind. It has protection from Odd. So I think I would just hit... Do I hit Checkpoint Officer or do I hit Deadeye? I think I hit Deadeye. So now we'll see if they tap down Archipelago. They don't. So now I think I attack with Archipelago and with Fertilid. if they have like another Deadeye, they should just probably double block, yeah. But now I get to take one of the checkpoint officers out. Less of a problem for me. If they try to cast a Deadeye, I will just Essence Scatter it. Okay. That's unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. But I am drawing cards, and I do have Essence Scatters. I will eventually get... a big creature they can't really deal with. A Dreamtail Heron, maybe. Gem Razor would also be fine to go on Frostlynx or Symbiote with the Trample. Still stuck on this white. Opponent may guess that I'm holding up Essence Scatter now, that I didn't crack the Fertilid. I have a lot of good draws here, so that's going to be a no from me, sir. They also can't tap down Archipelagore if I can find some removal. Okay, does not have protection from... So, actually, target creature deals damage to it. Okay, so it deals damage equal to its power. So I think again here, they could make me discard, so I'll hold on to this swamp. Go 1, 2, 3, draw a card. Okay, Dreamtail Heron actually looks really good. I would not be able to hold up Essence Scatter unless I played my swamp. I could do Ram Through and Essence Scatter, which seems pretty good to me. I could play the swamp and then be holding up Essence Scatter and attack. I think I'm going to do that. So hopefully they just don't have another Cavern Whisper. I would counter it if they did. Let's see, what would it do if I tried to do this? So it is holding up an island and a forest for me. I'll put it on the Symbiote. I now have a Dangerous Flyer. Okay, and I got a land anyway. I could attack with everyone and they would have to block. I think I do attack with everyone, actually. They have nothing they can mutate on. Flyers, if the flyer blocks Dreamtail Heron, they're hitting me on the ground. I take out their flyer, and then I win next turn if they can't do something about it. Flying creature goes first. Excellent. Now I have Essence Scatter. So seems pretty good here. They're going to have to remove something. And they haven't been removing something. Uh-oh. So they have Blade Banish. I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. They're probably not going to be able to play another creature, but I have Archipelagore. These are both odd creatures, so it doesn't matter for here. Got me. Hopefully they attack. Okay. So I think I should probably ram through this checkpoint officer. I can draw a card here. A second ram through. So let's draw a card. 1, 2, 3 now. Could be Blood Curdle. Nope, it's just a forest. So now I think I sit, I hold here, I can play my Thornwood Falls. So maybe I could play Kogla if I drew it next turn. Go like this. Still holding up an Essence Scatter, holding up a Ram Through in case they can kill Archipelagor. Most of my creatures are actually even. Gem Razor could do it, Migratory Greathorn could do it, Honey Mammoth could do it. They're all going to be able to take this out. They don't attack. I don't think I want to play the Ram Through. I would be able to do both of them. So there's Kogla. So now I could just have the win here. I cast Kogla, and then I have Essence Scatter in case they have another Lurking Deadeye. But Kogla takes out Venturer. Essence Scatter stops anything, so here we go, let's try it out. I would imagine if they had a removal spell, they would have hit Archipelagor with it. If they're going to kill this, I'm going to shoot something. Okay. And now Ram Through, holding up Essence Scatter. Kogla's already hurt. Alright, good game. Okay, so Venturer was a bit of an issue there. But I think that game would have gone very different. Well, I think that game would have gone differently had they picked even. However, they did use it to block Archipelagor several times, which is worth it, I suppose. Okay. So now we can go Essence Symbiote into Thieving Otter. I do go first, so that's pretty decent, and then I have Honey Mammoth that I'm kind of marching towards. I think I'm okay with this for a keep. I have plenty of good draws off of this start. I also have the lands for Boon. I'm halfway to Kogla. Oh my gosh, they have something. Alright, well, let's go for Squad. Glimmerbell now. I think I would rather Symbiote anyway. Oh, we say hello. Do they have something to shoot this with? Red-black sacrifice. They could just be holding up an activation. It would come in tapped. So now I definitely want to go Thieving Otter into Heron. I think I attack here. They could have removal. If they activate Whisper Squad, it comes in tap. They can't do anything. Okay, Thieving Otter. So if this Thieving Otter into Dreamtail goes in uninterrupted, that's a pretty powerful play. They go get a squad. They could put down, weaponize the monsters here and kind of ruin my day. Okay, Grim Dancer's fine, I think, because I will get my card, and I also get a flyer. Menace and Lifelink. Oh man, I don't think that's the right color combination. I will go Forest because I don't need to see that I'm playing black. I come in here. Thieving Otter becomes bigger. I draw 2 cards this turn. Okay. Definitely a good play. I can't cast Kogla yet, but I can do a Honey Mammoth in 2 turns. I would expect them to try to get this guy. They can't get it with anything but like unconditional removal. Rock Slide won't work. Heartless Act won't even work. Flame Spill won't work. So they have Weaponize. But this is out of range of even a double Weaponize. Oh, and this is Lifelink. Oh, they have Luris too. That's not good. Well, I'm definitely going to put down Glimmerbell. Oh man, this is bad. But we have Kogla. I'm going to attack with the Heron to keep drawing. That's a lot of lifelink they've got. So now we have an Archipelagore for turn 6. So now I would probably do this. This is going to get us pretty good, I think. Weaponize is pretty dangerous. They can sacrifice a squad and then play the squad. And then have another, pull up another one. Luris is a pain for sure. So I won't block this. Honey Mammoth does a pretty good job stabilizing this board. Archipelagore taps down the lifelinker. Lets us hit pretty hard in the air. For 2, they could... Okay, Bonder's Enclave is not bad. I think I go Archipelagore here and continue to beat down in the air. And tap down Grim Dancer. That way they're not gaining as much life. They'd have to Fire Prophecy me. I still get an Archipelagore though, even if they do. So let's go Swamp. Or do I just put it on? Well, I am mutating right now, so I think I'm just going to put it here. So they're holding up something. It could just be the Weaponize holding priority. They're not going to be able to take out the Glimmerbell. Maybe Fire Prophecy. Can't think of much else. That's going to get me here. So I am racing a Weaponize the Monsters deck, which is not where you want to be. But I can do a Honey Mammoth next turn, which is going to be a big play. They're going to have to attack with Luris. And I get a Humble Naturalist. So they could hit me for a good amount here. They can hit me for a good amount here, but they're going to have to take out one of these guys. They're going to need to like Rock Slide me or something. Even if that's the case, I drop a Honey Mammoth. Okay. And then they're going to do that. But I'm going to attack with an Archipelagore. And then Honey Mammoth is going to get me some more life. Okay. Attack with Luris. So I can't quite Honey Mammoth. Let's see. What are they going to do here? I think I need to do the Honey Mammoth because I need the life. So we'll go Enclave. They won't be able to attack. They can sacrifice 6, they can hit me for 6 damage by sacrificing. I won't be able to stop this guy, but they'll potentially gain 6, take them up to 17. Shoot, this is tough. They could hit me for 3. I think I go Honey Mammoth. Honey Mammoth, then possibly just don't attack. If they attack with Lurrus, I'll kill Lurrus. I think I have to keep the pressure on them. So now they have to attack with both to not die to Archipelagore next turn. They could sacrifice an entire board and take out Honey Mammoth, but it's kind of done its job in drawing cards. They can hit me for 6. Looks like they might try to do it here. 1, 2. They have Flame Spill. Man, I hope not. Okay. Now what are they going to do? Fire Prophecy? So now they've hit me for enough. They hit me for 6 here. I could block Lurrus. They've already recast a thing with Lurrus. What are they going to do to me? If they don't play something, I win. If I draw Kogla, I win. But why would they do that? I have to play a little creature. Do I just kill Lurrus here? I think I do just want to kill Lurrus. Knowing that I have Kogla. But what if they have the indestructible effect? That would be a good card to have with Lurrus. But I think Lurrus getting back... Okay. So maybe they have a Corpse Churn or something. Okay. Wow, they have another Whisper Squad in hand. And I think... No, Archipelagore doesn't do it. But I play this. Can I hard cast it? 5/8. This has untap. So this can attack and untap. And I can potentially draw a card. So if I do this, I have 6 mana open. That's just enough to hold up Essence Scatter. This has Menace and Lifelink. So I go here. I attack with Archipelagore. I untap it. Now I can untap and Essence Scatter. They have to play a creature. I think I should scatter anything they play right now because of Weaponize. I will untap and try to not die here. I think they would have used a trick on Lurrus. 1, 2. Let's see if they oops me because they forgot. They're putting Humble Naturalist first. Okay, I think they got him. 4. Rock Slide could do it. Alright, GG opponent. Pretty sure. They're not going to have anything. Good game. Okay. I haven't got the Thornwood Falls. I think I just attack here. They're not going to have anything that's going to kill me. This is definitely close. So I think our opponent had a pretty good sacrifice deck there. I think they won the game well, they didn't win the game, but I think they could have gone all out to win the game if Honey Mammoth hadn't come down. So the 4 life made it so they couldn't just sacrifice their board to kill me. Which I think is what really made the difference there. Without Honey Mammoth, they probably could have just gone all out, lost any creature they lost, and sacrificed it to hit me for nearly exact in the face. Oh man. Coffee's finished. Good amount of grounds in my mouth. So, still unfortunate we lost that first game. But, So now I go first with no blue, but I can draw into my blue. Do I mulligan this? I want to have my Essence Scatter. I can play my Great Horn with a Ram Through for backup. I've got my black. I think I mulligan this. This is better. I think I drop Archipelagore here. I have the Otter Heron set up. And there's the other land we needed. So now I can Essence Scatter something if it looks scary. Because otherwise I won't be doing that until turn 5, it looks like. And that is certainly scary enough for me to scatter. Good. So we've got the sequence ready. Hopefully they just play something and I get off my Heron. They could just hit it, in which case I'll probably just cast Great Horn. Ominous Seas. Alright, so they're getting ready to draw some cards. I am also getting ready to draw some cards. We have Kogla, that'll take out Seas. Really nice. Pretty strong start here. We'll draw 2 cards this turn. And we have Kogla ready with any amount of lands. Excellent. So Kogla is coming on turn 6 to take out Ominous Seas well before it's an issue. They could have Scatters. They could have Flame Spills. They could have lots of things. But Kogla can help take care of a lot of the enchantment removal that we're expecting out of this. Marm. Not gonna do the trick here. They can definitely hit for a lot, but we're also drawing a lot. I could want black, but I don't think so. I think I go Fertilid, or just go Great Horn here. I know that they're going to be using some cycling synergies. Fertilid into Great Horn is probably decent. I could just go Great Horn. I think Great Horn's a little bit more dangerous. So let's attack first. They're not going to be able to do anything with that 1 mana. Keep drawing cards. Make our opponent jealous. Okay, so we are just going to get... I could do Fertilid and go get a land, but I don't need it. So I think I just go Great Horn because its body's bigger. It's not going to block Marmoset anyway. But I think I like it. Spread out a little bit. And then go Kogla, take out Marmoset. First strike won't matter. Blister Spit is definitely not attacking now. Marmoset attacks, obviously I'm not blocking. That just gives me a great attack back. Nope. Oh, well, now Blister Spit's attacking. But I don't care about that. Oh, they could just untap. But if they play something now, I will eat it with Kogla. Hopefully they don't leave up mana. They did leave up mana. Okay, I have Boon ready. So why don't we play a land, see if we draw into anything. I feel fine attacking with both, I think. If they use up their mana, I'm in a pretty good spot here. Startling Development. Okay, that's fine. Now I can... oh, they can even do this, but I can use Kogla. I think I want to take out... So there's my black land, that's nice. I think I want to use Kogla to take out Baby Godzilla because of the draw effect. Knowing they can't do anything about it. Now they've only got one card in hand. They'd have to have 2 cyclers to stop Kogla. If Kogla attacks, we've got him. Even if it doesn't attack, likely at the fastest, they're doing that in 2 turns, and it'll be their turn. And we have Boon ready next turn. Well, I'm not gonna do this, because if Kogla even just attacks, we take this out. So I'm not blocking. That resolved very quickly. Okay. Rock Slide. But now I can Frostlinks and Boon and destroy their enchantment. Yep. And then I get in for a lot and put down 2 bodies. Let me for 1. I think we've got this game. And maybe they didn't see this one coming. Now they're probably going to be reading Kogla. We'll draw 4 cards next turn. Have 2 mana to play something. I think we've locked this up at this point. A ram through will do it. Cycling for an answer. Lord Dracus. Okay. What do they have in here? They have a Rock Slide. That's what they're getting. They can't take out Kogla unless they have another land, which they do not. So Essence Symbiote is a thing I can play. Let's go Boon here. And there's Ram Through. So now I think I feel pretty safe just going for the win here. They most likely do not have a card that's going to punish this. Could it have to be like Heartless Act? I'm always calling out Heartless Act, but it's just a cheap black spell. Okay. I think that's it. Even if it's not, we still hit for 4. Okay. Alright. And they block. That was a pretty good move. But they've lost their only creature. They have to draw a blocker and a removal spell this turn, and we have 2 creatures in hand. GG! Alright. Good stuff. This deck is going the distance, for sure. Excellent. Okay, looking pretty good here. So we've only lost our first game. Every other game has been close or in our favor. Let's keep going. This looks like a great... I think I'm going to keep this because I have the Essence Scatter into Frost Links. We have to keep drawing things, but I like this start. We can take out our opponent's turn 3 play, hopefully. Uh-oh. Yeah, cycling. So I don't have the land for that yet, but I would be able to catch a Snare Tactician here, which is going to be the biggest issue for us. See if we get a healer, is what I was thinking. Okay. So now there's a Great Horn. Essence Scatter is here to catch. I would love to see a Snare Tactician right now. That would make me very happy. No blocks. They see no pauses. Yeah, that's actually great as well. It's no Snare Tactician, but it's certainly trouble. That scared me right there when the when the screen froze. Okay, so now I go Links into Great Horn to go get a forest. I would like my black land though, but I want to be able to cast Kogla. Pretty good. Got a fly of our own. I think it is go get green, because if we mutate onto this again, we can get black. Unfortunately, Lynx is a fine body on this board, and I would like to not have to sacrifice to make this play, but it's all right. It's okay. I can definitely do Glimmerbell, Archipelagor. I don't really want to mutate onto this again, just because this is a pretty strong body against the cycling deck. If they pacify that, so that's great. Kogla can take care of that. Glimmerbell can stop this. I could just cast this, Dreamtail Heron. I think I will. It's pretty good on this board. It doesn't look like they're doing too much cycling, so now they've got black, they could have Blood Curdles up. These are good removal colors. Just a day squad. So we're looking at humans. This is a human. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing good human stuff here. I think now it's Glimmerbell Symbiote. Glimmerbell Symbiote and stay back. Try to get a green land. A green land gets Kogla. Any land gets Archipelagor. Sanctuary Lockdown is not good. I can catch this. Uh-oh. Oh, they don't attack. So now, I didn't get the land. I think I cast Naturalist and then plan to do as a spell or ability. Spells your opponent's cast. If I attack with Heron, they could block, but they hit me back for harder. So I think I'm just going to cast Naturalist. That means I have Kogla up next turn. Kogla can take out Day Squad Marshal as the biggest thing on the board, and then attack to take out Lockdown would be ideal. Oh my gosh, alright. So definitely need to do that. That is what's going to happen next turn. So Heron can now block this token if they attack. They don't attack. Okay. There's green, so now I don't even need to tap Naturalist. Take out Marshall. I could even just tap the flyer. I think I'd like to do Kogla and take out the flyer. I think that seems pretty good to me. Marshall's big, but we have Archipelagor and also Blood Curdle. And this guy's going to be an issue. Glimmerbell won't be blocking. I can put Archipelagor on Glimmerbell. This taps things down, but they only have 3 creatures right now. Checkpoint Officer is going to be an issue. Okay. So I still don't have a black. I'm definitely going to attack because that makes these guys all weaker. I think beforehand I tapped down their biggest guy, which means they would have to block with everyone to kill Kogla. So we need to hit down to Glimmerbell. Hopefully they don't have something. They're going to probably tap the creature that I try to tap, which is, of course, Day Squad Marshal. Alright. So, if they had tapped if they tapped the Archipelagor, they weren't going to be able to tap Kogla. Kogla's been real strong in these matchups, where there's a lot of powerful enchantments just as a threat. Okay. In the finals now. This deck's looking excellent. Every deck I've ever had with Kogla has been excellent. In a word. This looks good. I can Memory Leak on turn 1. On turn 2, and then Fertilid, and then try to get my Blood Curdle. Opponent goes first. But I have a Frost Lynx to slow down their tempo a bit. I have great color combinations here. Actually, yeah, we have a great... I'm just thinking, with Gemrazor and Kogla, we do really well against decks that play enchantments. A real fan of Sultai Mutate. So we see some stops. If I get a 2-drop, I don't mind holding Memory Leak for a little bit. Okay, Flyers. Ominous Seas. So we have Curdles for the token if it comes to that. Forest here, it's fine. So a turn 2 Ominous Seas is rough, but Gemrazor can take care of it, Kogla can take care of it. we can deal with at least the first token. This isn't necessarily incredible card draw colors unless they are blue-red with white. Okay, there it is. So this could be tough. They've got a David Dowie. So they've got a good setup right now for a deck that would be able to maximize Ominous Seas. Let's see if they can deliver on it. Something like a Forbidden Friendship with a of one mind. Okay, so they've got cyclers. They also tap their white. Okay, so we're going to cycle as well. I think it's Fertilid on an empty board. Okay. Archipelagore now. Go blue. So Fertilid's got to get this black. Okay, more cycling. So they're marching their way to this token. We're going to be able to take care of it though, so it's very important that Fertilid survives, so Blood Curdles can get off. Oh, that's a good setup. Boon is excellent. We have the colors for it already. I think it might just be correct to just go Fertilid twice here. Get our colors. Snare Tactician, it's going to be an issue. They're probably going to tap down right here with a 1-mana cycler. This is going to be rough. So I'm expecting them to have this token like now. So we're going to get a black and a blue. No, we're a black and a green. Yeah, definitely black and a green. We have more use for green. But I think we should expect this next turn. Man, that sucks. Actually, we already have a green in hand, so we'll just go blue. I was just about to say Gem Razor could be excellent. Oh, wow, actually. So they could have a counter, and that would suck. But I think Frostlink straight into Gem Razor is pretty good here. We can then kill the token if they end up making it. So Frostlinks, let's see if they have a stop. They do, but their whole deck is cycling. So that doesn't necessarily mean they have a counter. It looks like blue might be more of a splash for them. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Not all is not lost if this doesn't go off. We have Kogla, we have Blood Curdles. This is a huge upside play right now. If they cannot counter this card. Or kill the Frostlinks. If they cycle twice, I'm okay with that. I think that's what they're doing. Okay. Yep. Oh, wow. So they didn't have it. Yes! Alright. Now they're tapped down. We pass, and can likely... No, we can't boon. We can't hard cast. That's unfortunate. I think I just kill that. Bonder's Enclave. That's actually that's an excellent draw. So maybe I try to get them to block and then use this Blood Curdle. And I have just enough for Bonder's Enclave. Does this have anything underneath it? Nope. I think I'm going to go for that. Try to make them block. I have Trample, so even if they just try to block with a token, it's not going to do them anything. And I think I go for Valiant Rescuer first, knowing that we're about to draw a bunch of cards. And I am going to end my turn with a Blood Curdle. They didn't have any cyclers. So they're out of cyclers if they didn't do that, which means Snare Tactician's not as much of a threat. Yep. Swing away at me. But I'm drawing cards here. They're not end of the board. This game's looking really good. We have Kogla now. I think I keep attacking. If I go Boon, I can't use Enclave. But I wouldn't need to use Enclave if I had Boon. They're holding up counter... They could be holding up counter magic, so I'm not going to worry about that. I could just hard cast this Archipelagor. I think that could be fine. See if they do something here. Maybe I just go Kogla. I think I'm going to go Kogla. Snare Tactician's going to make this game go long. Kogla's something they have to deal with, and now they've tapped their blue mana. I know they don't have any blue cards in their hand because the auto tapper kind of gave that away. Opponent's in a tough spot. I'm going to play the land. I'm going to play the land because we could go Boon into another land next turn and then have Enclave up. They're not going to have any discard effects for me. I know they have no counter magic as of last turn. And now I'm diversifying threats. Plenty of cards left in the deck. I've got some powerful tools in my hand right now. Potentially drawing 5 cards next turn. Okay. Malek's big. Okay, they go Rescuer. They can cast Rescuer. It's alright. I could even go Boon and just Blood Curdle. Because I could end up with Ram Through, which would be better to use now. Because it's not unconditional. So I think I will do that. I'll see if with Boon I draw a Ram Through. I don't want to... Oh, well, I want to leave that, I think. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm not going to be able to do black. So 6. That's not true, actually. We'll go this one. So now, if I get a land, I can play Blood Curdle. I would prefer to get a Ram through. Ooh, Essence Scatter's not bad, actually. So I didn't get the Ram through. This has Menace, right? Yes, this has Menace. So I could give this Menace, and then tap stuff down. I don't even have to really worry about the Essence Scatter. What's the scariest thing they're going to play? I think just keeping my creatures alive is a pretty good move here. Now they'll be able to block either. They get hit for 11 this turn. Then I tap down something they play. I can tap down 2 things, potentially. I'll attack. They can cycle. Okay. So they did cycle, so they can take out Gem Razor at the expense of both their creatures. Or just Kogla. Okay. They don't block. I think I can even just Archipelagor onto a Glimmerbell. I have so much mana at my disposal right now. What is this? 4, 5, 7, 9, 10 mana? So easy. I even leave up Essence Scatter if I do that. Yeah. Alright. Good game, opponent. So I think we just got everything we needed there. Getting that Fertilid to go fetch double lands was, I think, the right move. We only lost our very first game. Otherwise, a pretty dominant run. Kogla's always been a pleasure to use in any of my drafts. I mean, we had plenty of games there where there were multiple enchantments to remove, and I think our one Black-White Humans opponent conceded because they saw that we were about to start taking out their Sanctuary lockdowns. So the threat of blowing up enchantments with Gem Razor and Kogla is not to be underestimated. But that was a great draft. We'll try to match it again tomorrow, and the Sultai Kogla deck gets added to my decks. And we'll do another one tomorrow.